Hey YouTube, hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. So I'm going to teach you today how to do a little trick to where you can use a Mylar bag, your food saver, and a flat iron to secure it, to seal it up without having to use any of your oxygen absorbers. So stay to the end of the video. You can see how this is done. It's a really cool, neat trick. Saves you a little bit of money. Okay, so let's look at the things we're going to need for this video. This is a food saver bag that I've cut. I've pre-cut it into sections that I'm going to use. This is going to be used in the Mylar bag. Let me set that to the side. I have a flat iron and my food savers right here. And what this does is it's going to teach you how you can vacuum seal your Mylar bags, because Mylar bags will not work in a food saver unless you do this little trick, which is using one of these. This right here, I don't know if you can see the ridges on it. It's focusing on my face, sorry. But on the food saver bags, there's these little bumps. They're called air bumps. And they allow the machine to suck the air out of your, vacuum the air out of your bags and seal it. Mylar bags are flat. There's no air bumps in them, and it doesn't work. So this is a bag from last year that we had pretzels in, and I'm going to repurpose it. I got it cleaned out. So the first thing I did was you take a strip, cut it in about an inch piece, fold it in half, cut it, and this is what's going to allow us to work our little magic. So I'm going to go ahead and put I'm going to be doing beans today, and I'm going to get my beans in. Okay, so I have my beans in the bag. Now I'm going to take these two strips that I cut. They're about 3.5, 4 inches long by maybe an inch, inch and a half wide. You can go a little bit bigger, probably a little bit smaller, but you want this in here so as you put it into your vacuum sealer, you can hold them inside. So I'm going to put this inside right here, just like so, maybe a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch out. You just have to play with it sometimes. Hold it taut like this, and I'm going to stick it in my machine and let it do its thing. And there it goes. You can hear it starting to wind up, and then the first thing you have to do immediately when this is done, after it starts to seal itself, is there, boom. Air's out, it's sealing, but I have to give it a little added protection. That's where I use the flat iron, and because it won't hold. This isn't hot enough to keep it sealed, so it's done. I take it out, I run my flat iron across it, and boom, we're good to go. Just a little added protection here. And that is basically it. So now your food, you can see how bumpy that is with you can see the beans in there. And I got to remark this, it says pretzels on there, but that's it right there. If you want, you can take and you can dress this up a little bit, snip these off, and you're good to go. Okay, so here are some lentils that I just grabbed out of my storage room. These were done on 3/19/19, so they're a few years old, and you can see it's solid as a brick. And this is pinto beans we did last May, and this is just with oxygen absorbers. I did not use the machine. Pretty much the same thing. If you want to pre-freeze, you can. That's kind of like best practice, but you definitely don't have to, because you're taking all the oxygen out, and the bugs will not be able to live or hatch in a no oxygen environment. So I hope this video was helpful for everybody. It's a pretty neat hack. It's really easy to do. It's easy once you figure out how to put the little pieces of food saver bags in here. You know, you're going to have to toy with it. It takes a little bit of time, but once you get your method to the madness done, it'll be easy. Just make sure you have a flat iron, or even an iron with an ironing board. You can do the same thing, but the vacuum sealer will not hold the seal all that long. It just doesn't get hot enough. These flat irons get plenty hot, and they do a wonderful job. So if you need to get anywhere, you need to take food with you, it's sealed up. And if you get a chance, check out my buddy's YouTube page. It's Tennessee Off-Grid Living. I'll put a link in the description below. It's really neat. It'll give you some ideas. This is just part of the whole preparation thing, preparedness, if you can do those kind of things. So hit the like button. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed so you can see more videos. I appreciate it. AV Prepping out.